I'm delighted to be able to welcome everyone back to our academies in the Collegiate Trust at the start of what will be a crucial year for schools, staff, pupils, students and communities. My apologies that I can't deliver this welcome in person, but we know how difficult it is to bring together large groups of adults at the moment. I hope that you've managed during this strangest of summers to have a great break, and whether you have worked on site through that time, you are new to our team, you're returning to a different role or continuing in a position you might have held for a number of years, that you feel ready for the challenges and opportunities of the rather unique year ahead. It will be unique because even with your magnificent work to maintain remote learning and personal support over recent months, never have so many young people been so detached from regular education for so long. Never have we had to respond to the scale of social disruption we have seen in the last 6 months. And never have we been more uncertain of what will come in the year ahead. Therefore, our challenge now is to stay true to our mission as a trust and work in collaboration to deliver exceptional education for all. Each of us will have seen in recent weeks how schools and colleges have now moved centre stage in our national recovery from the pandemic. It is our turn to rise to the scale, but thankfully not the nature, of the challenge that we saw our colleagues in the NHS respond to earlier in the year. Over the coming weeks, we shall see schools across the country full for the first time since March, and I know that this is a cause both of excitement and anxiety for each of you and every one of the communities that we support. This anxiety is a natural response to the social changes I mentioned a moment ago, and there are 3 key approaches by which we shall address it. Firstly, is the planning that has been undertaken and the preparation carried out to make our sites as safe as possible. All of this is focused on reducing the chances of bringing the coronavirus onto site or spreading it amongst our communities. Each academy therefore has a detailed risk assessment, a carefully considered set of arrangements to manage people, and significant changes to the physical environment. These are underpinned by detailed induction for staff, pupils and students. The second is by engaging the full support of parents. I have now written to parents and carers outlining how they must be alert to symptoms of the coronavirus in their children and in their households, with guidance on what to do if someone develops symptoms. The third is through every one of us, staff, pupils and students, cooperating with new routines all of the time. This is both to make sure that all of the protocols to limit the chance of transmission have the greatest likelihood of working, but just as importantly, so that we set an example to each other to do the right thing. But the start of the new academic year will still be in fresh and improved surroundings, thanks to the incredible work of our site staff and technical support teams over lockdown and the summer. Students and pupils will join us with the usual opportunities to make new friends, to develop skills and knowledge, to improve on past performance. Let's not lose the traditional excitement that the start of the academic year brings to all of us. Then, although our routines will be different for some time in order to manage the risk caused by the coronavirus, let's make sure our collaboration within and between our academies quickly drives a wonderful learning experience for all our pupils and students that encompasses fully our commitment to academic, creative, cultural and physical learning, underpinned by personal and social development, those features of exceptional learning for all. Now, sadly, alongside education, the news headlines over the last few days have once again been filled with issues of race, in exactly the same way that the killing of George Floyd earlier in the year drove the Black Lives Matter agenda to the fore. It would be easy to think that young people of different races and backgrounds get on well in our schools and therefore this isn't an issue for us. It is, and it must be. It is crucial that we don't just recognise and accept diversity, but that we value and celebrate what it adds to our communities and schools. It is essential that we don't just tackle issues of racism and prejudice, but that we passionately promote anti-racism. It is crucial that through our curriculum we acknowledge how hatred and mistreatment of humans, both in the past and now, has shaped our society. The young people attending our schools deserve our considered approach and response to this, and I am sure that we can achieve it. Now, we know that full opening of our schools does not mean that we can provide the full experience that we want to give our pupils and students. However, they need and deserve the very best we can give them, and we must therefore respond to this situation with highly effective support and guidance for each other and for our young people, to deliver a pedagogy where staff in classrooms walk alongside our learners as they resume their education, scaffolding and structuring their work to make sure that the knowledge and skills required to catch up and make great progress are built systematically and quickly. I want to thank every one of you in advance for what you will do in the coming year. I look forward to giving you every kind of support I can to make it a successful one for you, our pupils, students and communities. Have a great year. I look forward to seeing you soon in person. Thank you.